Hi, my name's Jake McCann. For my activity 4, I thought I'd do something different since it's the last activity, and I thought I would do a video and record myself giving advice to someone for their plans after college. My plans after college are to go to the city of Chicago to do a role in commercial banking and finance. So I would like to aim it at someone, a female leaving college and taking on the same role, or maybe taking on a role in a bank or a financial institution. I know a lot of times in this class we talked about how media and then the socialization of gender roles and how our society portrays them and kind of skews them or promotes negative gender roles. So I know a lot, like as far as my advice for someone going into the banking world that's a female, graduating from college, is to just be yourself, be strong, be tough. A lot of what you hear and see in the media and in just societal norms is that banking and financial analysis are work that men do. It's a stuffy place. There's a lot of negative culture around it. Then the pay gap as well. I know that an article we read in class by Sharp talks about just gender bias perceptions, especially in the workplace, and that's kind of something that I think is will be prevalent in your decision to what you do after college if you head into the financial world. But I don't think it should stop you from pursuing your dreams. I've worked in a bank last summer as an intern, and 3 of my coworkers were females, and they were strong, smart women, and they were often called into meetings to give advice. My boss's boss was actually a female, and she worked under the CFO of the company, and she was one of the strongest women I've ever seen. She really portrayed that too in how she carried herself in her speech. And then I wanted to touch on another article that we read in class. We're supposed to read for class. It was the McGrew article about gender segregation at work. I do think this is a job that not promotes gender segregation, but historically has been a male-dominated job, especially dominated by white males. If we want to talk about gender intersectionality and just intersectionality in general, as it is a job that you see a lot of white men doing, portrayed in the media and in society, but I know from experience that's not necessarily true. My job, I'm coming in with a class of 20 other college graduates, 15 or 25 college graduates. There's 15 men and 10 females, which again, it is male dominated, but 10 female is right under, like right around 40 to 45% of the class, which is strong. And in the entire class, there is represented by 4 different nationalities. And females of different nationalities as well. So I think that stereotype is not necessarily true, but you can see in work the gender segregation in spots in upper management, and a lot of the workers, the upper level bankers and underwriters are genuinely older white males. But I don't think that should discourage you from pursuing the job and working up in the industry. I think it's an industry, and especially the bank where I'll be working is an industry and a bank that allows upward integration for whoever deserves it and whoever is successful within their role and their position. So I think my advice for you is to just continue to work hard and continue to strive to be the best you can be and become well-rounded. Study harder than all the guys, be better than all the guys. That may seem unfair, and you know what, it is unfair. It's not a perfect world, and we're still working towards perfect gender equality. But it's something that I think if you really put your mind to it and work even as hard as the guys, you will succeed, you'll be successful. And I really do believe that. The pay gap, which we talked about in class, through it's in the PowerPoint, and then there are a couple other articles where we talk about Hodges and Budig talk about the daddy bonus, and then just hegemonic organizations and how that is perceived. I think the finance industry is definitely an industry that's lagging into coming into equality and treating women fairly. But I know where I have worked, that's not the case, and they're working very hard to integrate it with all genders and be inclusive of everyone. So that's my advice to you on joining that. As far as the city, I know the city of Chicago is a great city. It is super inclusive to all different races, religions, sexes, and I think it's a great place to live. No, it's not as progressive as some of the East and West Coast cities, but it is a wonderful place to live, and I think that any gender can really, and any gender, especially female, male, bisexual, transgender, anyone can enjoy the city of Chicago. It is just kind of a melting pot for people coming from all different parts of the country, since there is so much industry in Chicago and there's so much opportunity. As far as meeting a partner, again, I would say it's gonna be similar, whether you're lesbian or straight. I think it's very easy in a major city like that. My advice to you is to, especially in the workplace, it may be scary, it may be frightening to be open about your sexuality and have a same-sex partner, but you shouldn't be scared of that. From what we learned in class this year, you have to be strong, and you have to understand that you have to be comfortable with who you are, and that's the best way for you to be successful in any role or position that you'll be in your life, to be comfortable with who you are. And I think the people who I've worked with in the industry are very accepting, because everyone is different and has their own different likes, dislikes, and things about them that they all want people to accept, and they know that if they want people to accept them, they need to be accepting of other people. So good luck in your job search. Good luck in coming to the city of Chicago. Always be yourself, and enjoy what you do, and don't ever hold back, especially with your gender decisions. Fight for equal treatment in the workplace wherever you are. I think this industry will be very forthcoming on treatment of you when you enter the industry, and enjoy college, have fun, really learn and find yourself, and be happy with who you are. So that's my advice to you. This is in my activity. Thank you for watching.